Paul.
Hi.
It's Kimi.
Hello.
Mike.
Hi. Not,
Just stop it.
you know, be not very gentle with their.
Well, just stop it. You let me.
The group shots before we have it.
Guys on the end, that's fine. Thank you. All right. Just measuring some.
Here? Yeah.
I have it. Thank you,
Thank you, man. That means a lot. Appreciate it. And could you sign Hot Rod here on the back?
Did you get any of it?
I got a little bit of stuff, and then I got right in this grid right.
Well, I think is the future of racing. At the end of the day, we have to make Formula One or the sport just a laboratory for the normal cars, and to improve technology and to have better cars for the future. So I think Formula One needs to move in the direction of eco, and we saw this year with some strong limitations of fuel quantity. And it was not a problem. Just the engineers, they need to think a little bit more. The design of the car needs to be a little bit more efficient, and we can get it. So I think that's the future. Well, I think this is a very nice thing. You know, when you have students with some very fresh ideas, very clever ideas, and then you put the passion together of motorsport, they create these beautiful ideas that obviously is a lesson for many of us, you know, how the cars can be if we put some ideas into it.
It was a bit free play on the steering, but didn't want to go straight. But you know, we tried kind of similar thing in earlier this year in Spa, and it's quite nice for the students and for the people to what they do. And obviously they are quite it's complicated. They are not so simple that they look like, and it's a nice thing what Shell is doing with the Eco Marathon.
Essentially, the challenges that the teams are working on in the Eco Marathon are exactly the same as those that we're working on with Ferrari. It's about efficiency. In the Eco Marathon, it's about going as far as possible on as little fuel as possible, whereas with Ferrari, it's about producing as much performance as possible from that fuel. I think the drivers get a tremendous amount out of these sorts of events. Coming to meet these future aspiring engineers, seeing what they've done, looking at the work and effort that they put into it, I think can only be very rewarding for Kimi and Fernando.
This year we are making a new vehicle. It's actually going to be a compressed natural gas vehicle, which is something that we've never done before, and there's actually not too much that we know about it. It's something that's fairly new to us. I think it's really cool that we have a Formula One driver that will be driving our vehicles today, because up until now it's just been students. We built it from the ground up. We designed it. We've tested it ourselves, but we've actually never had anybody else drive it besides just the students. So this is something new that we're doing today. Well, basically, the event is catered to high schools and universities around the world. The entire purpose is to see who can go the farthest on a tank of gas. So there's a lot of cooperations internationally. Actually, we advise other teams around the world. We get advice from them, and we're all working for a mutual goal, which is to kind of influence the public that these fuel-efficient cars, they're here, and we're working on them right now.